Tommy, how was the international break for you all as you prepare for the start of the Scottish Cup?
It's good. We got a lot of work done. Some fitness work on the ones that needed it. Some get a bit of time off. I think, we're used to having these international breaks, so it's very much, the plan doesn't really change. You planned ahead what you want to do in them, and I think the first week's probably tougher because there's not much focus. There's not much for you to focus on for the end of the week, because having no game. And this week has been a little bit easier because obviously we've got a game at the end of it.
Was it nice going into the break on the back of that win, or is it a case at that point you're like, I just want to keep going?
Well, we always get asked this. I mean, because we know the break's coming, we've planned for it. So the result, it's always a better feeling going into it with a winning result, and particularly for us, having not won for a number of games. It was a great feeling, and perfect world you would like to have played another game, but that we knew we couldn't do that. So it's just a matter of accepting that and getting on with it and getting prepared for Stenhousemuir now.
How tricky are games like this one against lower league opposition, particularly when you're away?
I think it can be as difficult. You can play, your own players can make it as difficult as they want to be, because there's no doubting that we've got the better quality. But if our attitude isn't right and we don't respect the opponent, you can end up with a shock, and because they will feel that they have an opportunity to beat us, and that's understandable. But if we're right and match their work ethic and have a really good positive attitude and don't be complacent, I think we have enough quality to come through. And if the players need any, there's always cup shocks happen. There'll be a shock somewhere, this weekend as well. You've just got to make sure it's not going to be us.
Tommy, would it be fair to say that you could just point to what Brora did to Hearts, and that would be...
Yeah. I mean, nobody would have seen that coming. I mean, Brora not having played, I think they'd only one practice game. Hearts, although they're not on a great run, but the quality they've got, well ahead in the league, no pressure in the league, so they're looking for another cup run. The majority of those players would have played in the cup final, only recently, a few months ago. So, I mean, that shows you what can happen in cup football. We've got to make sure that it doesn't happen to us. And how you go about doing that is, I always believe you've got to respect the opposition. We have prepared as if it was, with an important game coming up after it, Ross County. The preparation is meticulous and as important this week for us as it will be next week.
Colin was saying that the training has been really lively and everyone's buoyant because of the great result you got before the break. I mean, the momentum that you hope to carry off that result. Obviously, the team hadn't won a game since January. So has it been a real release valve almost, that win?
I think for the players, and they've had a long season and a disappointing season so far. So to get that win, it was something special. It was, and the performance as well was really good. So we've just got to try and build momentum, and how you do that is by winning the next game, and the next game is a cup game, and we do know that the pitfalls that can bring. But I say if we're right in terms of mentally and how we approach the game, it gives us an opportunity to progress in the cup, get another win, which will be good for momentum, get into the last 5 games in the league.
How's your squad looking? Is everyone fit?
Good. Kilty won't make it, but he's on course to start training next week. Dick Mona's injured. He won't make it. We doubt over Aaron McGowan, and we'll assess him. We'll give him right up to kick off. He just had a niggle. So no, that's pretty much everybody else is fit. Kyle's come back. He's fresh and raring to go. So he'll be wanting to build on this good start that he's had with us.
Can I also ask you about going viral? You are a storytime sensation across Ayrshire. Can you tell us about this video which appeared yesterday?
Yeah. I mean, it was good fun. I and when the media guys, Scott and Neil, asked me, would I be up for it? I think they were a wee bit apprehensive that I might say, because I've got this reputation of being the big bad Tommy, but no, I was all for it. Anything to, encourage kids to read, and it was good. Enjoyed it. I didn't realise they were going to put the animal noises in the background, but when I done it, and I was quite lucky because I had my choice of book, because originally they gave me the one with the donkey, and you had to make a donkey noise quite a number of times in it. So I ducked that one. I ducked out of that one, and I could just imagine what some people would say if I was making donkey noises and telling a story about a donkey. But it was good, and I enjoyed it, and it's important. I've always been a manager that wants to, connect with the community, and the and the schools. I was a youth development officer in Northern Ireland, and know how that important it is for clubs to have that connection. But I didn't know it went viral, but no, it's been a few naughty text messages and WhatsApps from former players. So Lee Croft, Chris Miller, your cards are truly marked. Don't worry, I'll get you back.
Are you bidding for a spot on Jackanory?
Look, I didn't know you'd be old enough for Jackanory, are you?
I remember that.
I remember Jackanory, yeah. As long as they keep as long as they're not big long words and they keep it nice and simple, I'll be okay.
Is that going to be the basis of your team talk on Saturday then?
What, talking about a frog? No, I mean, listen, it was all good fun. The team talks, sometimes it's just maybe a wee bit more passion in them, and certainly at half time there might be a wee bit more industrial language in them as well.